Come on.
No matter what obstacle seems to get in my way, I have the tools to get over it, under it, through it, and above it. Yeah. Because I travel to the south, to the north, to the east, to the west, through many portals and dimensions, to reach the height in the universe, to come together.
Hello, everybody. This is 963 Before You. I am Dr. D. This is a live recording, and today is Wednesday, May 13th, 2026. And I want to introduce no other Mama Oracle. My Mama Oracle, but y'all can call her Oracle. Denise Lyles Cook, 3-time spokescan winner, correct? Grammy winner.
Two-time spoken word Billboard award winner.
Bingo. She got it. And always highlight on Broadway, which I love. And she's got Bluesology that is coming to...
My executive producer director will kill us if we say Bluesology. It's Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology. The play. Okay. Gotta keep it real. I don't want to get in trouble.
So, y'all, if you guys know that y'all been on Blog Talk, y'all know that's my mama. So my mama always support me. So it's time to give back to my mama and what she does for me. And that she's been on Broadway in New York, you guys. Y'all missed her if it was not there.
The entire month of February last year, 2025, we were at Soho Playhouse off Broadway in Lower Manhattan. We in 2024 we won the top prize, the International Fringe Fest Encore Series Award for the Fringe Festival here in Hollywood in 2024, and the prize was our stint off Broadway at Soho Playhouse last year in February. So I'm so excited.
Okay.
And I know you want to say it, but can I go on and say it? And
go
now
ahead.
Our play, Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology, has been nominated in 8 categories for an NAACP Theatre Awards. And if you go to the NAACP Theatre Awards website, you'll see all of the other talent that we are up against, some heavy hitters. So I'm really, really proud of our show and our cast, our production. And of all the people nominated, we were only one of 2 nominated in 8 categories. Everybody else gets 1 or 2 here, 3 there, whatever. But we have in the history of the NAACP Theatre Awards, we have the largest number of nominations thus far. So yeah, we're excited.
I'm happy for that. See, so you're doing the thing. So
I'm doing the thing, girl.
So my mama should be slowing down. For y'all guys don't know, y'all got to give out much love to my mama, because my mama had surgery on her hip and she's still moving. She was out the hospital. I had to talk to my sister, like, isn't she supposed to be sitting down? And then she's like, no, mama was not sitting down. She was still doing something. And I'm like, okay. But that's okay. So tell people who don't know you, that might not even listen to 96B for you, who you truly are.
These days, I would start with, I'm a babysitting grandma on purpose. I've got 2 beautiful granddaughters, ages 5 and 8. And let me put it to you this way. We got it so cool over here. We have what's called grandma school. Okay. I have a whiteboard. I have all the accoutrements, the crayons and the pencils and the art paper and the project paper, just everything you want, and that's why I'm very proud to say that my 5-year-old is reading at the 2nd and 3rd grade level. My 8-year-old is reading between 5th and 8th grade level, depending on content. They're both mathematical geniuses, and they both have very high IQs, genetic, they were born with it. So I start by telling about myself. That's the part that tops everything. Everything else. I have a degree in dance from UCLA, a master's in fine arts from UCLA. My teaching credential from the Graduate School of Education at UCLA. Yes, I double and triple majored because I was putting myself through college. No, I took out no debt. And I had scholarships and grants. So for those of you out there who are listening, write those essays, send them in, get the money. Okay, you do not have to pay for college. I'm just saying. All righty. So, and of course, my degree in dance, my license as a masseuse, certification as a movement therapist, and I'm a certified Reiki master. You wonder, what has she not done? Well, let's see. What have I actually done? I'm published 2 books. I've got my ISBN number, so it's really truly legit. The sale of those 2 books helped put both my daughters through college. The oldest one went to NYU Tisch School of Performing Arts and UCLA, both for musical theater, and the younger one went to Columbia College Chicago for writing, to be she thought she might want to be a journalist, and then she went to Arts Institute in Santa Monica for digital film production. And after that, she followed in mom's footsteps, and now she's a 5th grade school teacher. So that's about my daughters. Let's see what else. I know it sounds like I'm talking about other people to introduce who I am, but that's who I am. Everybody in my life is who I am. I will have been married 39 years come September 5th. That's right. And I tell everybody, my husband still likes me. You love out of no, well, it's true, honey.
I know he loves you. He don't like you. He loves you.
Let me explain.
Okay.
You love out of obligation. You love out of necessity sometimes. But to like someone is a conscientious choice. You hear they say you can't help who you fall in love with. That may be true, but you have every power over who you decide to like. And so that's why I put it in those terms. All righty. He may love me out of habit because we've been together for so long. But to like someone is a conscientious choice. You can decide, I don't like you. I love you, but I don't like you, because that's how I feel about some of my family members. I ain't gonna lie. Okay.
Thank you for coining that, because I was thinking about that. So thank you. I like that. I like that. See, Mom always got a gem.
Okay, let me get to the crux of why I'm on your podcast.
But you ain't explain about Dad. You just cut Dad off of what my dad does.
You know why? My husband is like Phyllis Diller's husband is like any of the other famous husbands. He's in the background. He is a musician. He's an engineer. He's an engineer at a recording studio here in Los Angeles, actually in Gardena, California. He is my backbone. By so many projects, I've had my own dance studios. I've had my own dance companies. I've been on tour, Europe, the whole 9, and through it all, he's always been so very supportive. I'm the one. I go out to the events. I go out. I travel a lot because of what I do. Performing arts, poetry, spoken word, all of that. And he is my steadfast foundation, if you will. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. That's who my husband is. His name is Gregory Brian Cook, and he prefers to stay in the background, and which is cool. I ain't mad at the brother. Okay. We are night and day. You've stayed with us. You already know.
Mom, but they don't know who you are. I know who you are. That's the point.
But so. I'm a spitfire. Shall I tell everything? I have ADHD.
No, you don't.
They wanted to put, oh yeah, honey. They wanted to put me on medication when I was 8 years old. My medical record read when I was a kid, overproduction of hyperkinetic energy. Back then they called it hyperactivity. They wanted to put me on Ritalin, and Daddy said no. what he did is he had the teachers, the nuns, went to Catholic school. He had the nuns increase my academic challenges. He made things harder for me, not easier, because you know what they found out? They have found out that most people with ADHD are actually highly intelligent and are quite bored in the classroom. So it's not that we can't focus on any one thing. We have a tendency to focus on many things because we have the capacity to do so. What my father did is he taught me how to channel that energy, channel that inquisitive, oh, I want to know about that. Oh, I want to know about that. Oh, he taught me to channel and to finish projects that I began to finish. He taught me how to finish my tests, because I was one of those kids. You have a test, only 10 questions, and I got stopped at number 3 and got fixated on it because I'm trying to be perfect, because people who have my condition, we like to try and be perfect. And I wasn't finishing the test. Highly intelligent, but I couldn't get past the roadblock. So Daddy taught me techniques to get through and to stay focused and to commit and really bring to fruition whatever the project is that I was working on. That's why I have so many degrees. That's why I do so much. It's not that I'm trying to brag or be, all that and then some, bigger than most. It's just that that's what my capacity is. I'm able to do many things, and I have many interests. My father, oh my gosh, I have to tell you, my father opened the door to the world of opportunities to each and every one of us. I'm number 7 out of 8 kids. All right. So Daddy did a great thing for all of us when he would sit us down. Daddy would sit us down and have us listen to Bach, Beethoven, Chopin, Monet. He'd bring out artwork, big books with different artwork, and we'd have to learn about Van Gogh and Monet and all of the artistic greats. My father did a great deal of educating at home before we even got to the school. Okay, before we even got to school, I remember doing the LA Times puzzle, the puzzle that comes in the LA Times, doing it as early as 3rd grade. Daddy was teaching me how to do the LA Times puzzle. That puzzle is hard. And I was doing it at 8 years old with his assistance, of course, and we had the puzzle, we had the thesaurus and the dictionary right there with us while we did things, So, as I said when I started this, to speak about myself, I must mention the people in my sphere that helped to make me who and how I am today. First of all, God, and everybody said, oh, you believe in God? I don't believe in God. I know God. There's a difference. To believe in something is to intimate a doubt. To believe is to intimate a doubt. To know is a foundational standard for me. I know 2 things. There is a God, and I'm not her. Period. That's it. That's what I know. Now I believe a lot of things, and doesn't need to be mentioned right now. But I know 2 things. There is a God, and I'm not her. Now, there you go. She came back. Woohoo! I don't know if I was still on.
It is to be for you. You're on
what you say, baby girl?
The point is for you to be in the spotlight, not me. That's why I backed out.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm like a faucet. You turn me on, and I'm gonna be flowing, girl. But I wanted to get to why we're here today. I started this journey almost about 3 years ago. A lady named Tuesday Connor. Now, Tuesday and I have known each other since I was at least 15, 16 years old. I'm one of the old inner city cultural center brats, is what we call ourselves, the alumni, who came out of the inner city cultural center here in Los Angeles, right off of Vermont. Inner City Cultural Center was the foundation for that show called Fame. I'm Gonna Live Forever. Remember? That show with Debbie Allen and all of that. They came out from New York, the production crew, and they filmed us. We danced out on the sidewalk, on jumping on cars, and the whole scene that you see, the opening scene of Fame, the original opening scene of Fame, where they were dancing in the street. They filmed us doing that here in Los Angeles. Did not ask any of us to be a part of the project that they were working on. And the next thing you know, we're like, wait a minute, they stole us. They took our idea, our thing. So that's the background that I have out of Inner City Cultural Center. Tuesday Connor, we were there at Inner City Cultural Center for years, and our paths would just never meeting. Tuesday was in costume and wardrobe. I was in dance, specifically with Chester Whitmore and Black Ballet Dance USA. And we worked out, as I said, we were students at Inner City Cultural Center. So 360, fast forward, coming to present, Tuesday established an organization called Inner City Cultural Center 2. It was basically because there is an Inner City Cultural Center. If you Google it, there is an Inner City Cultural Center. So you have to go to innercityculturalcenter2.com for that to know about who we are. And we are a group of the alumni of Inner City Cultural Center. So anyway, Tuesday reached out, and we had an opportunity to do a show about Langston Hughes at the Barbara Morrison Performing Arts Center here in Los Angeles on Degnan in Leimert Park. And we did that. And Tuesday was like, I like this. Let's do something more. And she came up with the idea of honoring our iconic greats. We did a show on Pearl Sharp. We did a show on Nikki Giovanni. Both of those artists. Pearl Sharp actually was in the show. She flew to LA. She came to LA and she did the show that we had produced for her. Nikki Giovanni she wasn't well at the time, but she gave us her permission to do all of her works and what have you, and spoke to us via teleconference and what have you, And then the idea fell to doing Gil Scott-Heron. Why? His daughter Gia was in some of the other shows that we had already done. And we built a show around Gil Scott-Heron, and it blew up. We opened at the Willie A.G. Theater in Inglewood. It used to be known as Centinela Park, or the Playhouse at Centinela Park. It is now known as the Willie A.G. Theater. And we opened in 2024, I believe, early part of 2024. We decided, well, what the heck? And we entered the Hollywood Fringe Festival. We were chosen. Our play was chosen. We did the show July of 2024. We won the top award, the International Fringe Festival Encore Series Award. And as I said earlier, the prize was a 1-month stint, the entire month of February, celebrating Black History Month at Soho Playhouse, Lower Manhattan, off Broadway. We didn't know what we had on our hands initially, but as the shows went on and the audiences attended and we got the feedback from the audience, we realized we were a part of history. We were a part of extending the legacy of one of the most iconic spoken word bluesologists in the world, Gil Scott-Heron himself. And the title, Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology, we use bluesology because he himself, Gil Scott-Heron himself, spoke of himself as a bluesologist because he combined blues music with the spoken word. And he called himself a bluesologist. Now, I have something here I'd like to read for the audience. We have you probably already have it. We have a flyer that we send out. Okay. Can your audience see that? I know it has a little glare. There we go. Get rid of that glare. I'm going to read on the backside what that says. Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology. Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology delves deep into Scott-Heron's artistic genius, highlighting his innovative fusion of jazz, blues, and spoken word. Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology shares the life and music of the man melody maker called the most dangerous musician alive, and many dubbed the forefather of rap music. Woven between the timeless words of Gil Scott-Heron, these electrifying poets, Tuesday Connor, Gia Scott-Heron, Yao Watts, The Oracle, that's me, Lorenzo Frank, Connie Williams, and Artist Francois weave their own personal poetic journeys into the story and ignite a rip-roaring fire. You'll hear his words again, you'll cry, and you'll laugh, and your heart light will glow. You'll fight back some tears. You'll sing. You'll know lyrics you haven't heard in a long while, and you'll learn about the man, the icon, the legend, Gil Scott-Heron. So that's why I'm here. I am pushing this show. We open at the Hudson Theater, once again, a part of the Hollywood Fringe Fest this year. And we open at the Hudson Theaters located on Santa Monica Boulevard at Hudson, right in the heart of Hollywood, June 19th, 7 p.m., 20th, 8 p.m., and 21st, 7:45 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology.com. One of the things that we are looking forward to right now, my love, is putting butts in the seats. So call, get to Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology.com and purchase your tickets now. But the other thing I was going to say is we, Dr. D, we are in need of sponsorship and patronage. What small production company isn't? We have overhead. We have to pay for the theater. We have to pay the Fringe. We have to pay for printing. Hey, we have to pay the talent. I'm one of the producers on the show, so I got to make sure all of the other talent gets made. So we need currently right now, and I know this is probably not what your podcast is about, is me, asking for money, but I have to put it out there, baby. We need an infusion of cash right now. We need right now, with an urgency, $2,500. We need so much more. It's costing us about $13,000 to put the show up, with all of the costs included over the period of time that we've been preparing. But right now, currently, in an emergency state, we need an infusion of $2,500 to take care of some things that we need to take care of right now in order for the show to move forward. Let's see, what more could I say? Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology.com. We have a sponsor patron page. We have an About Us page, purchase your tickets page. We have all of that wonderful stuff. And now there's one other thing that I have not mentioned, and I'm going to mention it right now. This way I got the finances out of the way. Oh, and we are selling ads for the program book. So I got to get an ad from you, Dr. D. Got to get an ad in the book. They start as low as $25 for what we call an applause note. Congratulations, Mama, I love you. Or congratulations to the cast and crew of Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology. Great job. However you want to put it, up to about 25 words, $25 for an audience applause shout out. So it's affordable. So all of that being said, let me tell you one of the best things about this whole thing. Not only did we perform off Broadway, but we have been nominated for this year's 31st annual NAACP Theatre Awards in 8 categories. Best producer, best playwright, best director, best costume, best lighting, best sound, best ensemble. What can I tell you? And out of all of the nominees, only two of us productions that have been nominated have 8 nominations. Everyone else is 3, 4, 5, 6. We have garnered the largest number of nominations, from my understanding, in the history of the NAACP Theatre Awards. So I'm really, really proud of that.
Wow, that's amazing. I like that. I am trying to get your picture up here that you sent me, and that's what you don't hear me saying too much.
Oh, that's all right. I do apologize. I should have sent those things prior, but girl, when you're a producer of an event or a show, there's so much to be done, and you find yourself wearing so many different hats. from doing publicity to making products to just pulling it all together. We've just started our promotional junket, if you will, of appearing on podcasts such as yours. I want to ask you, where did 963 before you? What is that? What is that about?
3 is a
Uh-oh, you started can you start over? You started echoing out on me. I can't hear you now. It says that your mic is off. Yeah, there's a line through your microphone. Still off. Well, they can hear me. Uh-oh. Yeah, I still can't hear you. And I'm afraid to touch my screen because every time I touch the screen, it takes me back to the email with the link and I have to start over again. Well, while she's trying to get her volume up, because I still can't hear you, I want to explain my look. When she gets the pictures up, when the flyer, I'm gonna put it up again. You can see me, that lady with the big white hair. I normally wear my hair in a big giant fro, specifically for the show, because we're replicating the 70s, with Gil Scott-Heron. And but this is what's called a protective style. My hair is in a series of braids to help protect it, because I have horse hair. If I don't comb my hair, if I don't put it in a protective style, my hair naps up like horsehair. I mean, I have to pull it apart, the whole night. And put lots of water and oil on it so that I don't damage the follicles and everything, or the ends, or what have you. But so this is in a protective style. You see me wearing my glasses because yeah, you get old, you need your glasses. Oh, now you spoke about my hip or my surgery. I had on March 26th, I had hip surgery, partial hip replacement. They replaced the ball on my left hip. I was born with degenerative arthritis in both hips, diagnosed at the age of 15, but it did not and I dealt with it. I have they said, oh, the doctor said, oh, when they found out that my intention was to become a dancer and tour and all of that, oh no, you're going to have surgeries, you're going to have to wear apparatus, use crutches or wheelchair or cane and all of that. And I defied everybody. I have a degree in dance from UCLA. Like I said, I have my own dance studio, 2 of them, toured Europe on 5 occasions, dancing with different companies as well as privately for myself. I did everything that they said I wouldn't be able to do. But the one thing I cannot do is I couldn't fix that hip because I was born with it. And as you get older, you start losing what's called synovial fluid. Synovial fluid is the lubricant that helps your wrists to rotate, your knee to bend, your body to twist and what have you. As you get older, that just naturally stops being generated in the body, and you can't. I mean, you could be more active, but eventually it wears out. And what happened is I was bone on bone in my left hip. Uh, According to the x-rays for the last 3.5 years, I've been doing x-rays. I've been bone on bone, but I've been dealing with the bone on bone, I would say 6.5, 7 years, walking with a cane, performing with the cane. When I was in New York off Broadway, there was no way in
Okay.
heck I was going to use a cane on stage off Broadway.
I don't know
Okay.
which one I
So
am.
I did 6 months of water therapy to prepare for the tour in New York,
Oh
and I was
shoot.
able to perform off Broadway without the cane. Fast forward to October of last year, I was in a musical called Shades, and we were in London at the Cockpit Theatre, and unfortunately, I had to use the cane on that. There was just no way I
Thank
could
you. That too.
get away from that.
Whew, whew.
So I determined I had to have the surgery, based on the fact that I knew I was going to be doing Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology again. and the fact that I'm going back to London. We've been invited back to the West End, which is the equivalent of Broadway in England. Okay. So I said, I got to do it. And I had a short window of time to get it done before our upcoming show in June. So it's been 6 weeks and 4 days now since my surgery. Yeah. Woohoo! I'm walking without the cane. We had our first rehearsal last evening. Excuse me, for Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology, and I'm really excited.
Okay.
Something I think I'm a weirdo or something, Ariel, because I have not yet had any pain. I had no post-operative pain whatsoever. I did not take any pain meds. I think I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Tylenol over a period of 3 days while I was at the hospital. Because they made me. They said you have to take it because you're going to have PT, a physical therapy, and we would rather you take the Tylenol before the physical therapy, just in case the physical therapy brings up any pain or what have you. As it was, it didn't bring up any pain. Maybe it's because I took the Tylenol. I don't know. But when I got home, I wasn't taking any medication. No aspirin, no Tylenol. Well, they make you take these little pink baby aspirin. Tastes like cherry or something, to make sure you don't blood clot after the surgery. But last Thursday I had my second post-op appointment, and they said, "Oh, you can stop taking the baby pills, the aspirin now." So currently I'm back to my old self, no medication whatsoever. I do take my supplements and what have you, because if I didn't, you'd get on my case, right, Dr. D? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I have occupied this podcast. I think what your listeners need to understand is I once had my own Blog Talk Radio podcast as well. So I'm very adept at being on camera. For the last 3.5 years that I taught for LA Unified, I just retired in 1921. So the last 3.5 years, due to COVID, I taught online, and turns out I'm really good at it. The district actually hired me to teach other teachers how to teach online, because a lot of teachers, especially the older ones, were having difficulty maneuvering, and getting through the process of teaching online and following all the protocols and hitting all the buttons and everything. Well, I had a secret weapon. I hired my daughter, Felicia, the one who's a school teacher, she spent a week standing over my shoulder, teaching me how to work the system, how to use Edgenuity, how to use what is that?
Psychology.
No, sociology. It's a program. Schoolology. That's it. Schoolology. There you go. So Edgenuity and Schoolology are the two main computer programs that LA Unified School District uses for their online teaching protocol. And baby, I became an expert in a week, and I even paid her. I'm not gonna lie. You get what you pay for. All righty. So yeah. Just so the audience knows, wow, she talks a lot. Yeah.
No. See, let me see. I have something here, and I wanted them to have this computer. As I told y'all, I'm working on getting. Got a bigger computer, but I gotta transfer it over. And between going shows, sometimes it's quite hard. So I want you to know if you can hear this. If you read this, let me see. Where is it? Where are you? Any other time I can find you? I was on the other guy's show and I had it right here. There it is. Guys, this is my mom. Listen, for real. So why I'm proud. Not only that, this is her song.
That's right. From my album, I Got a Story to Tell.
Sinewy, fluid, undulating, fully expanding my energy. touching the outer rim of the universe. Yes, right there. Yes, right there. Ooh, right there, baby. What joy, exciting, bursting, blowing up from the inside out, loving it with every pore, nerve of me, yes, right there.
So that's my mom. When I have an event, I'm spoiled. Like y'all gotta pay millions of dollars. My mom loved me. She gave me a discount. She'll come and say goodbye. So that's nothing but love, baby. That's nothing but love. So I actually played, like, I didn't realize it was downloaded in my thing until I had this guy named Mark Beckham. And he was in there moving, and I was like, and my computer, I couldn't hear it because I was just pushing all these songs. So when I hear this song, I don't have the original right. These are my mom's song. These are her original rights. Denise Cooks, and it's my story I gotta tell. My favorite song, "You Are the One." That's my favorite song. So
I've got a background story for "You're the One." He's passed on now. Keg Johnson Jr. He was a world-renowned music producer. I mean, he produced everybody. You can Google him, Keg Johnson Jr. He happens to know some people, okay, and he knew Sly Stone. So we were able to get a licensing agreement with the Sly Stone Family Foundation to not only sample "You're the One," the song that he and a little sister made famous, but what we did is we actually have the track, the "You're the One" track. So the background vocals, the vocals, the lead vocals that you hear of Sly Stone on the backing of the track, that's real. That's Sly Stone and little sister singing on my piece, because we were given licensing protocol or priorities, you know. So I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of that, you know.
Y'all guys gotta go out and get the album. So do y'all understand? That's what I said. My mom need to, you know, slow down some.
Now, you know, I need some help, Dr. D, because I have it available. My work is available at reverbnation.com, but I'm not on Spotify. I'm not on all of those other things because it's just not my thing. Anybody out there is willing to work with me, because, you know, low budget, no budget, you know what I'm saying? But I really need help getting my stuff out there. I have some prolific pieces specifically right now that would really tie in to the current political and social what do you call it, status of the world today, and that's called "Freedom Wakes Me Up." Not only is it on the album, but it's also a video. And I debuted "Freedom Wakes Me Up" in 2013 at the UN for an event called the God Awards, Global Authorities Dignity. And yeah, I really need help getting my work out there, because right now people need to hear what I have to say. Uh-oh, we lost you again. It says that you're muted.
Okay. Oh, see, that's since I'm not going to touch it now. Move my hand over to the side. Every time, either that. So let's talk about the Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology play. Like, who you're saying he's an artist, and the bluesology and the music, where's he from?
Gil Scott-Heron was born April 1st, 1949, under the name of Gilbert Scott-Heron. He was born in Chicago, but raised in Jackson, Tennessee by his grandmother, Lily Scott. His mother, Brenda Sykes, was an actress and a world-renowned opera singer and teacher. His father, Gil Heron, was born, he was from Jamaica, and he was actually, a lot of people don't know it, he was actually a professional football player. I say football and not football. He played soccer for a major team in Scotland. And Gil Scott-Heron himself later became a professor at the college, university in Washington, D.C. The name of it is escaping me right now. So yeah, I'm telling you, his family is prolific, not just him. But yeah, that's where he's from. He was born in Chicago, but raised in Jackson, Tennessee by his grandma, Lily Scott. So Grandma's Hands, when he's that song, I think Bill Withers did the original, but Gil Scott-Heron did a version of Grandma's Hands, and he mentions, he's talking about his grandma. He's talking about his grandma, Miss Lily Scott, when he's doing that piece,
I like that. So, okay. Who is your Oh, here we go. Here we go. Left unlocked at 12:42 p.m. on Wednesday, May. Okay, it's letting you know. I got an alarm system. But tell me about the play. Who is your character in the play?
Oh, we don't have characters. We actually are doing Gil Scott-Heron's pieces. I do I New Here. I do Alien, myself, Artist Monsoir, and Gia Scott-Heron. We do his piece Alien together. I am a member of the ensemble. We do an ensemble piece for Inner City Blues, where all of us, the entire cast, is involved in that piece. I do the other one. Oh, Angel Dust. OMG. I love Angel Dust. Angel Dust is a duet. Artist Monsoir plays guitar, and I do the piece. I believe Gia sings background on that one as well. Let me give you an excerpt right quick from Inner City Blues. Inner City, we broke it up, and so each individual person does a part of the piece. Here's the part that I do. To see, sweet sisters, the blossoms of our African tree, profiling on the corner, talking about 10 and 3. Because despite all the money we made and taxes we paid, the woman was looking at hungry days, and some decisions had to be made. Would you tell her to go to your grave as a slave to the minimum wage? I hardly think so, but it makes you want to holler sometime and throw up both your hands in peace. That's just an excerpt. It goes on, in fact, I just tell everybody, check out Gil Scott-Heron. Just type in Gil Scott-Heron iconic works, and all of it will come up. I also do a duet with Yao Watts on We Almost Lost Detroit. Let's see, what other part do I play? So as I said, I'm just all over the place, but it's all Gil Scott-Heron's works, all of his iconic works.
And that's beautiful. I like that. I'm gonna have to remember Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology, because the bluesology is one that sticks to me, because it's blues and it's ology and it's the mind that, like psychology, sociology, physiology is that ology.
Ology. Oh yeah. Right. Hey, Gil Scott-Heron was a scientist of the spoken word. He definitely was. He was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Once again, we are opening at the Hudson Theatre, located on Santa Monica Boulevard at the corner of Santa Monica and Hudson. You can Google the address and what have you. We open June 19th at 7 p.m., 20th, 8 p.m., and 21st, 7:45 p.m. We are a part of the Fringe Fest. So get there early, get your
Nice.
parking space early, because there's a show prior to us going in and a show coming in after hours. That's the thing about the Hollywood Fringe Fest and all of the Fringe Fest, which is international. It's how they run, how they do their thing. You might see 4 or 5 shows in one day
Nice.
at any given theater, and all of the theaters and live theaters in the LA area are involved in the Hollywood Fringe Fest within the Hollywood, I guess 5 to 10 mile radius of Hollywood, if you will. But it's happening all over. It's happening all over the world. So June 19th, 20th, and 21st, tickets are on sale right now at GilScott-Heron Bluesology.com. We are soliciting ad space. Yeah, like I said, I'm expecting an ad from you, Dr. J, for 963 before you, or for any of your other wonderful entrepreneurial activities that you're involved in. But we also need sponsorship. I'm going to get back to the finances. We need an infusion right now of $2,500. That's an urgent need right now. Overall, it's going to cost us $13,000 to put up this little simple play, with all of the fees that we have to pay. Anybody who's producing the show, you already know. I'm speaking to the choir. But our most immediate need right now, to cover some important things, is $2,500. So anybody out there in your listening podcast audience, please go to GilScott-HeronBluesology.com. We have a sponsor page. I'm not asking anybody to send me money whatsoever. I would like you to go through our process. Go to the website, find the page, become a sponsor, become a patron, buy a ticket to the show, buy a couple of ads in the program book. Do what you can to help us keep the legacy of Mr. Gil Scott-Heron alive. Oh, the revolution will not be televised, because it will be live at the Hudson Theater in Hollywood.
Hold on, it is. So, okay, so how are you guys getting your, come on, did it come out? How are you guys getting out your information to the world? Have y'all been on the radio?
Well, we're working on that. We just recently hired a publicist. That's one of the reasons we need the infusion of money, so we can pay the publicist. But we did hire a publicist to get us out there. We need to be on the radio. We need to do podcast spots such as with 963 before you. We need to be written up in. I sent you an attachment from the Scoop magazine, which is an entertainment magazine. So
Nice.
I sent it by email.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got it.
Okay, but we need exposure. We need people to know. But that's what we're doing so far. We just, as I said, 2 weeks ago, we hired a publicist to help us in that endeavor. And some of the funds that we need to raise is to pay his salary, you see. Basically, that's Tuesday has garnered a couple of radio appearances for us. She's going to be sending us the details and whatever, because some of this stuff is just happening. Okay, it's just happening as we speak. The process is in motion, if you will. So whatever assistance we can get would be appreciated. But as I said, right now we need an immediate infusion of $2,500 to help take care of some things that need to be taken care of. And this includes printing of the programs. This includes buying ad space on the radio, because there was a time when you could get ad space a little bit free here and there. KJLH wants, I believe, $1,500 just for one spot. So yeah, we need sponsors. We need patrons. Across the board. But that's what we've been doing. Oh, and emailing. Oh gosh, I send out at least 50 emails a day. I'm trying not to overload people, so I'm sending it once, and then I wait like 2 weeks and send a reminder. Hey, we're still out here. We're still doing this, because you don't want to overwhelm people with so many emails and shout outs and things like that. I don't want people to get mad at me.
I get you. I get you. So, we're going to have to do this again and make sure just a little bit like this was supposed to be recorded, but somehow it went live. And I was like, everything is for every reason, and I don't know what it is. Maybe it's showing me, yeah, you need to really fix your computer because there's two computers I done went through within this week. Okay,
Oh no. Oh no.
so me and electric sometimes have some issues. And the thing is, I have another show to do at 9 o'clock to talk about menopause. So wish me luck on that. Because
Nine
if
o'clock
this
tonight?
not 6 o'clock your time, 9 o'clock our time.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be talking about menopause. That's that next show, you guys, that we're gonna be talking about. But it's going to, I don't know, like it's not showing up.
Oh, my lower thirds is missing.
You
I
learn
don't
who?
my lower thirds, my name with Gil Scott-Heron. There you go. I just want to make sure people see it because I really want. I'm really promoting the show. So if I know it sounds like you're wrapping up and we're getting ready to get off, but Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology.com. Gil
Okay.
Scott-Heron Bluesology.com. I'm gonna say it one more time. Gil Scott-Heron Bluesology.com. All right. It
Yeah,
has bios. It has bios on each of the the cast members. And let me say the cast members' names again. Wait a minute. Let me get my second set of eyes here. Hold on a second. There we go. Let's see. Tuesday Connor. She is the executive producer and co-director of the show. Gia Scott-Heron. She is featured because she's Gil Scott-Heron's daughter, but she's also one of the producers of the show. Yao Watts, the Oracle, also Denise Lyles Cook. That's me. I'm one of the producers of the show as well as being a talent. Lorenzo Frank, Connie Williams, and Artist Francois. And I'm telling you, not only do we do Gil Scott-Heron's pieces, but we weave in our own personal stories and our own pieces as well. It's such a prolific show. It's an historic show. It is a timely and timeless show. And we look forward to seeing each and every one of you to come out to Hollywood June 19th, 20th, and 21st at the Hudson Theaters. 7 p.m. on Friday, 8 p.m. on Saturday, and 7:45 p.m. on Sunday. Right now, I can't hear you, Dr. D. It says that you are muted. So I guess I'm just speaking to the audience.
See, that was good. I appreciate that. So what we're going to do is I am going to see if we can get a lot more cast members. Just see if we can line it up and get more people on and talk about it and make it, bigger. Like the more the exposure, the more people see, the better. I myself was going to create some shorts, what they call short.
Yeah, perhaps.
Go ahead. Hello.
I can still see you. Yeah, I see you.
I can still see you. So I want to do some short videos on YouTube and TikTok and put it on there. So I think I'll do this one, but I really would like everybody from the cast or that I can with a picture or something that can be participating that we can put it on and that they can see and do it out like that. I don't know what she's doing. Yeah, that. So that's the best I can do right now. Is promotion.
That's a picture we took on stage at Soho Playhouse in New York.
Nice.
And it's announcing our nomination, 8 nominations for NAACP Theatre Awards. Now the NAACP Theatre Awards is on June 29th, a week after our show goes up at the Hudson Theater. So, I'll be walking that red carpet, girl.
There you go. So, let me see, because I was having problems with my media, and I know you heard the song coming in 963B for you. The welcome song. Your daughter actually wrote that song, believe it or not.
That's beautiful.
So, you guys, they say the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Let me see if we can hear it. What is this? I wrote this.
Frequency of balance and alignment. Frequency of repair damage to body. Let's tap into 963 before you.
See?
That's beautiful.
So, like I said, I don't fall too far from a tree. I'm still trying to get these songs that I'm playing on a disc. And so I understand your struggle. And in the book, my doctor told me if you look at your daughter's wrist, it is swollen.
Oh, yes.
So he told me I got to slow down doing too much. But I'm like, I'm trying to get my farm together. And then my son's like, you don't understand. This is the slowest I've seen my mom, and she's still doing stuff. They're like, what? He's like, my mom wrote 22 songs. He was like, and she finished a book. It was 178 pages. I got to edit it. That's the problem. So I understand. So mom writes poetry all the time. So also I need that information too, because I want to add that on
You know
there.
what? Send your book file and I'll edit it. You know, I'm an editor. I have Oracle Publishing. It's a small press publishing firm. I do stuff like that. So I've been doing that. Oh my God. It's almost since I graduated from UCLA in 1982. I'm a real good editor.
I gotta pay you. I don't want you to do it for free, and I want to put your name on it. So no, it's not. I don't work like that.
I'll give you the family discount, $1 a page.
Mom is 178 pages, so that's not money.
$1 a page. I know that's no money, but you said you want to charge me, so you know. I think the going price is between $2 to $4 a page, depending on context and what have you. So yeah, family discount. I give you $1 a page. You know.
Okay, I got you, Mom. So I got you. So I want to set up a time with your, cast. Let them know when we can do it. Then time, and I'm 3 hours ahead of them. And what we could do if they want to do it live. If they want to do it live, more has to be like maybe at 6 or 7. I think that's y'all time for recording. Y'all in rehearsal. So I don't know if you do rehearsal from Monday.
Well, we rehearse every Tuesday. Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Yeah. So it's possible what I could do is get everybody to rehearsal at 7, or and we could do the podcast with you prior to us starting our rehearsal. I have to put it to the cast. But yeah, every Tuesday. So next Tuesday might be a good time. I'll be able to get back with you with a definitive on that.
All right. So what I'm going to do is also tighten this up a bit. And also trying to see if they'll let me put some other things bits in there. So I'm learning this Ustream of like editing and making it. I usually just go where it is or videotape and then do it on, what is it, iMovie, and then upload it. So now I'm going to have to figure out their software. But I got you. I got you. So thanks, Mom. Don't go nowhere. We got an outro. Outro whatever without this in whatever. You know what I'm talking about. But don't go nowhere.
Yeah.